Okay, so our original plan was to go shopping with the dogs. We had a couple dogs that needed to go to the vet this morning or this afternoon, and we were going to take our new little charge with us, Mr. Finn, the cutest puppy ever. And we got kind of thwarted. We weren't able to do that. We did end up going to the vet, but we forgot our tripod and a bunch of other stuff. So it's like, whatever, we're just going to come home and work on some other things. So basically, the first thing we're going to see is how to extract Finny from his crate. This is the same way we do it whether we're inside or outside. Finn has a very, it's not a super profound submissive urination problem, but he is a submissive urinator. He lacks confidence. He thinks that he's in trouble all the time. So what we're doing basically is making sure that we don't create any drama and we don't create any conflict. He has been reinforced, whether it's self-reinforced or externally reinforced, for bolting out of his crate. So that was problem number one. You put any pressure on him in the crate, he urinates. You put any pressure on him as he's coming out of the crate, he urinates. So we have to maintain his enthusiasm while controlling his enthusiasm. He's not allowed to bolt out of the crate, and essentially, if we can control the outbursts of his arousal, we can control his biological functions as well. So when we go to extract him from the crate, we are noosing, just making a noose out of a leash. We put training equipment on after we get him outside, so in case there's any accidents, it's on a substrate we don't have to clean. So my husband is going to extract him from the crate that's in the back of the truck, and we're going to show you exactly how that works. Making a loop with the leash. And it's just a simple loop. That's no big deal, right? They used to call these kennel leads. We're waiting for him to settle. And then he just nooses him as he's coming out and walks him out the door. Okay, so basically, Peter took the puppy off the truck, took him to pee. He still has the noose on. And as soon as he saw me rounding the corner, we started seeing this arousal behavior. So I'm not going to contribute to that by coming any closer to the dog. Peter still doesn't have his training equipment on. And as a result, he's essentially learning how to self-reinforce for super excited behavior. I'm not going to pay that by approaching him. I'm not going to pay that by coming closer, giving him a reward, talking to him, petting him, or any of that. What I'm going to do is simply stay here and wait. My husband's going to make him sit, and then he's going to put the training equipment on him. And again, everything is really quiet. And quiet, when I say quiet, I mean we're not talking to the dog. Makes it happen. We finish one thing before we start another. And then we can move on, right? So at this point, what he's learning is nothing that he wants happens when he's not calm. Use the leash. Float the collar. So we're just applying pressure that's not our hands. We have another dog that if you use the leash, she shuts down. And with him, if you use your hands, he freaks out. So with her, we use our hands to make corrections. And with him, we use a leash to make corrections. That way he understands that, again, hands are reserved for pleasure. They are a form of reinforcement besides food and verbal praise. So when he's calm, I can mark that from here, good dog, without him getting excited because Peter's controlling his level of arousal. Once he's calm, Peter controls the leash. So as I approach, he's not getting super excited and he's not trying to bounce off me. When he tries, just controlling the leash prevents him from being able to advance. Yes. And I can pay him when he's calm. That way we can preserve our hardwood floors and not get him peeing all over the place. Same thing. And again, we don't have to pet this dog. All we have to do is keep him calm. He's a super happy guy. So he knows that he's super cute. I don't need to tell him he's cute. I just need to make sure that he stays calm in order for me to be able to reinforce the behavior that I want. And he's, you know, he's got happy feet and he's bouncing around and carrying on, trying to escape Peter, trying to get, you know, away from the thing he doesn't like, which is being under control, in favor of the thing that he wants, which is me. Here, lad. Yes. I'm not rewarding the dancing feet. Yes. I'm only marking and rewarding when he is perfectly still.